From the moment the original version of Justice League hit theaters in 2017, completed by replacement director Joss Whedon after Zack Snyder departed the project following a family tragedy, fans fought hard to have Snyder's vision for the film released to the masses. They demanded that Warner Bros. Release the Snyder Cut, despite such a thing not existing in any watchable format at the time, and didn't relent for years. Ultimately, the conversation reached a fever pitch in November 2019 when several Justice League cast members, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Ray Fisher, took to Twitter to express their support for the hashtag Release the Snyder Cut movement. Between the fans' rally cries, the cast sentiments, Aquaman actor Jason Momoa teasing that he'd already seen what Snyder shot and that it was amazing, and Snyder himself getting behind the campaign, it felt like something big was going to happen. And it did. In May 2020, Warner Bros. Confirmed Snyder would get to finish his version of the film, which finally debuted on HBO Max on March 18, 2021. Fans have noticed that there are some differences between Whedon's Justice League and Snyder's Justice League. And while most center around character storylines and new big bads, one difference regards how the 4-hour film is presented. Here's why Zack Snyder's Justice League looks different than most modern movies. With very few exceptions, almost all films are shot in standard widescreen format. This is the aspect ratio that viewers are used to seeing at classic theaters, and the one for which most widescreen televisions are designed for. However, in his version of Justice League, Snyder presented the action in 4:3 format, which sees everything nestled in a box rather than a rectangle. That's 1980s television versus our beautiful widescreen devices we have hanging on our walls today, to put it in perspective. And this isn't Snyder being unique for the sake of things. As detailed by Vanity Fair, Snyder put the movie into the boxy, not very modern format so that it can be watched on IMAX screens someday. This decision, as Vanity Fair noted, has already bothered some, but Snyder isn't troubled by that. But why would Snyder present a film that didn't premiere in the IMAX theaters it's optimized for, but did in viewers' homes on their likely widescreen TVs, especially considering that 2017's Justice League appeared in the standard 16:9 format? The answer is traceable back to the early days of Snyder's process in filming Justice League. Snyder began working on Justice League after he wrapped up filming for Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, which required him to crop certain scenes in IMAX's required 4:3 aspect ratio. Ever since that point, he became interested in how the different formats could be used in superhero films, and designed Justice League shots with the 4:3 aspect ratio and IMAX theaters in mind. Snyder explained this during a JusticeCon 2020 panel. Superheroes tend to be as figures, they tend to be less horizontal. Maybe Superman when he's flying, but when he's standing, he's more of a vertical. Everything is composed and shot that way, and a lot of the restoration is sort of trying to put that back. This means when Whedon took over Justice League, the top and the bottom sections of specific frames were cropped to fit it to the 16:9 aspect ratio. Presenting the film in 4:3, even if it does look boxy on home TVs, restores the original composition of scenes that the fans have been asking to see in Zack Snyder's Justice League. As the screen before the film begins tells viewers, this film is presented in a 4:3 format to preserve the integrity of Zack Snyder's creative vision. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite TV shows and movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.